Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to grecochess, the YouTube channel of chess. I'm your host. My name is Karilos Aniziris, and in this video we continue facing the chess.com bots. Many months ago, we started with the beginner bots, which were able to easily defeat all of them. No draws or losses. Each of them we defeated it twice, once when I had the white and once when I had the black pieces. We went on to the intermediate, 15 of them. Most of them defeated easily. A few of them we had to try a few more times. And now the advanced. The advanced we have completed. Let's see. Let's share the screen and see how exactly things are going with the advanced bots. You see here the advanced, there are 20 of them totally. We have survived, we have gone through 15 of them. And when I say survived, I mean that we eventually defeated each of them twice, once with white and once with black, even though we had to go through some draws and losses. And now it's time for the 16th. That is Lee from Taiwan. Lee, I played with her when I had the white pieces. I had one loss, but the second time I was victorious. And now facing Lee with the black pieces, meaning I have the black and Lee has the white. And Lee, as you see here, she is rated 2000, which is well above my rating, but usually the bots don't play as good as their ratings would imply. And Lee starts by greeting us in Mandarin, Ni hao, and I'm replying in Mandarin, Wo hen hao ni ne? So she's saying, are you good? And I'm telling her, I'm very good. How about you? And perhaps you might want to say, well, yeah, house, yes, yeah, which means I'm also good, thank you. Don't be mad when I win, okay? Well, if I'm mad against myself. I'm never mad against my opponent. They expected to play well. It's me who is supposed to play as well as possible and not always do so. And Lee, we are ready to start, and I'm going to hit the play button for you. And Lee starts with the pawn to e4. Is there any other opening for an aggressive player? Well, there are quite a lot of them, but let's start with the French that I know a little bit better. Playing against a French be frustrating. That's what I hope. Continue with the French until now. These are book moves as far as I know. And now what do we do here? If I do nothing, you see, pawn goes to e5, my knight is pinned, and my only recourse would be to bring the pawn to h6 and bishop goes to h4. I have to bring my pawn to g5 and I'm not in a very good shape. I want to stop it. How? If I place my pawn here now, after the changes, I think Lee may end up a pawn ahead. Because look at it, here, 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 and here, attacking my queen. Usually they don't go all the way. Sometimes players may not want to take the pawn, but I'm not taking any chances. I'm going to take the pawn on e4. And now, of course, I cannot take the knight because my knight is pinned. I'm losing my queen. I'm going to place my bishop here. Change. And Lee decides not to exchange her bishop for her knight for my bishop. Let's see, I'm attacking the pawn on d4 twice, and it's defended twice. Can I attack it a third time? What's going to happen? Let's see. What if I attack it with my pawn? Lee can take it with a knight. Well, let's attack with my knight and see what happens. Okay, we exchange here. Now I'm attacking the pawn twice, defended three times, but since Lee decided to castle queenside, this means that we are going to have a race. Who is going to attack first? So I have to attack along the queen side. The question is how. Let's start with my pawn on a5. King moves. My bishop will go to d7 to give space for my rook to go to g8. What's going to happen? Ah, yeah, I have to change knights. There is no alternative. Oh, if I get this, I lose my bishop. So I don't like this at all. Now, if I cannot go back because then I lose a clean bishop. If I take it, Lee takes it, can I put my rook here? Then Lee's going to win two rooks and a bishop for the queen. What can I do? I don't think I started well. Oh, it's back rank. Oh, yes. So Lee won the first game. I thought my king had the way to escape. Unfortunately, I started very, very poorly. Let's where did I do wrong? So I don't do it again. A very short game, unfortunately. And I'm not going to hide my poor games. I'm going to show it and see what went wrong. I miscalculated. I had seen up the point calculation. I played as if my rating is 2000. Come on. Okay, let's start the review, see what you do wrong. What did we deviate from the book? The game lasted totally 16 moves. How many were book moves? Five moves a book, and the game is more or less even. 7 moves the book. So this is the middle 8. My first 7 books were moved. That's not good to bring my knight out. So brought my knight to the to the other square. Oh, that's nice. Okay, good, best. Okay, okay. And until now, 0.04 at move number 12. And now I should not have taken the pawn. What should I have done instead? I'll place my queen here. But what would happen? Can I? Because I thought I was going to lose a bishop. What I don't understand is why does the computer suggest bishop to e3 and not queen takes bishop? Ah, because then I have the back rank. Because if queen takes bishop, I put the rook, and now I do exactly what Lee did to me. So this was what I did wrong first game. Enough of that, then let's play again. Oh yeah, yeah, there were background issues. Instead of me taking advantage, I let Lee take advantage. So let's start again. Second game. If Lee plays the same way, I know how to continue. But we'll see. Oh, the advanced variation, different one. think until now the book moves fighting for the control of the d4 square. I attack it 3 times, the pawn d4, and defend it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. I'll try to attack it a fourth time using my knight to a6. If the bishop to h6, if the bishop of c1 takes it, which did not happen, then I would take the b2 pawn. Take it back and cannot. Oh, yeah, yeah, Lee ruined my pawn structure. What can I do? I thought I was going to win, at least to fight for the pawn, if not actually win it. At least materially were the same, so, oh, yeah, yeah. Dun, dun. To win anything, if it takes the pawn, takes back, and then bishop checks. Let's place my rook on c8. If I take it, pawn takes that, bishop goes here, queen is pinned. But my knight can go here, my rook. I think I have a chance. Let's see. I think this might work. Nope. He is not taking. The knight is at his pinning with the rook. If I check with the knight, if the knight goes here with a check, no matter how Lee replies, I think I'm winning the rook. Is this the case or not? Think of it. Knight goes here, and how many legal moves does Lee have? King can go either to d1, e1, or into d2 or e2. Knight checks from d3. Lee can place the king here, or maybe the queen can take my knight. In any case, I'm winning the rook. Let's see if it's going to work. Oh yeah, this was another alternative to take the bishop. I need to take my queen out before there is any disaster. I'm ahead in material. Let's send queen to b6 before my queen is trapped. Next thing, I'll try to exchange bishops if possible. Here we are. Ew, Lee. Minimize damage. Oh, if I somehow escape, pawn goes here. I'm ahead by +3. I have to lose my advantage. Be careful because yes, Lee is going to check. Oh yeah, he didn't do well at all. With the bishop or with the queen? With the queen. No castling for me. Let's exchange queens. Queen is too dangerous. I lost all the advantage I had. Okay, check from the corner. Oh, if king goes here, bishop goes here. Let's block the queen. And my queen will be pinned. I have to be very careful for things like that. I know I'm taking the queen has only one square to go, the b5. Yes. I'm going to win the pawn here. If the knight takes it, then my rook takes the knight. Yes. So no, I'm not a heavy material. Material is even. And yes, better get out of here to give space for my rook. No, because don't think that things are going well. It's going to be a check, and I need to go here to a fade, so king can go to g7, and I'm not losing my rook. Okay, you'll take my pawn, and I want to really attack now with my two rooks down. It's very that he's protecting the rook, otherwise my rook would go here and I would win at least a piece. Check the king. What I want to do is bring my rooks on the 7th and 8th rank. Yes, I know what. I'm going to win my pawn here. No, I'm not going to let you have a discover check. I want to check from G2 if I can. Good. Here I'm checking. Got the pawn, but what follow-up is there? Knight was not there, would go to H2, but the knight is there. So if the knight moves, we'll just go. Oh, Lee's ahead by +2. Wonderful. Oh, look at that. The bishop is attacking my rook, so I need to send my other rook to F2, otherwise I lose the rook. Save my pawn if I can. Nope. Take the knight. Another disaster. I'm ahead material. Actually, I'm below material. No, forget it. Time to resign. Any stalemate? Almost no. Let's see if I get any luck with a stalemate, but I doubt. Nope. Second game, we lost. This time it's a little bit more obvious how I lost. Not going to go for the reviews. Third game. Let's see. Will I be able to defeat Lee when I have the black pieces? Will Lee fall for that and give me her queen? I doubt. Nope. No luck. Be careful because my bishop might be trapped. In the night. See if I can win the bishop. I'll release pawns as many as I can. But Lee has her king in the center. No, I'm going to give you maybe pawn. Yeah. The queen can go here. I'm stuck. I want to give more space to myself. I know what Lee is trying to do. Let's see if it works. Wants to place a queen on g7 checkmate. b7. Oh yeah. Fortunately, the rook and not the queen, but the queen will soon arrive. I'm attacking the queen. Can I win a pawn on c2 with my rook and a check? If my queen goes to d2, I threaten check on f2. Will it work? And then f2, king goes here, and I don't know where the king. No, if I can check on f2, it's mate. Yes, the answer is blocking with the. I was one move away from mate, of course. I wasn't expecting Lee to fall for that. If I push my knight to d5, I can check from f4. Will it work? Rook. Find an answer. I'm attacking the queen. Where can the queen go and be safe, the white queen? Because then I want to check from, I think, put my rook here, and after queen escape, check from here. But if my rook goes here, where can Lee place her queen? Maybe here. Don't see any other safe square. And then I'm going to check from e1. Wow, gave me the queen for a rook. Am I winning or not? I'm ahead in material, but I better be careful. If this rook disappears from f8, the rook goes to b8 and checkmate for Lee. Let's win the pawn while I can on a3. For the time being, things seems to be going my way, but for how long? Let's see. If I take the pawn, rook goes here in its mate. I'm not going to fall for that. My queen goes to e3 and then check from f2, if I'm allowed. My knight will go to... It's very nice defensive move. He takes a pawn on f3. Here I'm in great shape, but let's first take this. It's a very dangerous pawn on f6. Lee is threatening the pawn on e... Going to block her attack. On e6. Okay, I take the bishop, so... Now, Lee, if my rook leaves f8, it's mate in one move. I don't want to let Lee do such a thing. What can I do now? Start pushing the pawn. Lee will take my pawn, perhaps. Pawn goes here, and then I'm near promotion. Let's start this. Will she take my pawn on a7? Yes. And I'm taking the rook now. I'm one square away from promotion. The other rook tries to block it. I'm winning this pawn here on f4. Let's try to defend it. Let's win the... Oh, that was a very dangerous pawn because this was what could have led to checkmate if I didn't have the rook on the 8th rank. Check from here. Yes. What I need to do, if my bishop goes to c2, Lee has to... What can Lee do? Either let my pawn promote or... There's no checkmate threat anymore. Without this pawn on h6, I think I'm winning. Let's see. Trick. If I just take it, there's a check. Check here. If I take the rook and she takes my rook, then I take the knight and I'm promoting. Yes. That's what I'm going to do. Sacrifice my queen for the two rooks. I had the material quite a lot. And I think I'm going to win the knight. Look, yes, now I definitely cannot lose. Let's start pushing to promote another pawn. No stalemate, of course. That's what I need to be very careful. Lee will try her best for a stalemate, but I don't think it's going to work unless I'm really careless. Finally, in the third attempt, I'm defeating Lee. Thinks one move, checkmate. Let's see, Lee can only go to g1, and now it is checkmate. And yes, on the third attempt, I defeated Lee with the black pieces after 2 losses. Let's review this game. Nice, pleasant experience. Eighty-one 1.8% for me, 76.3 for Lee. I had the rating 2100. Lee had 1600, and I had the blunder, but I had 3 great moves. Let's look at how it went and what was my blunder. Until now, it's book moves everything. Yes, and the Lee's reply is not the best. The best would have been to place the queen on d3. Inaccuracy. And this, according to the computer, is a blunder. Why? Computer says so fork. Let's see what is wrong, because of course Lee could check here, but then I would place my knight here. Then Lee would take my pawn on b7, and I would be in a very bad shape, and I would have to think how to defend bishop knight. Not so easy. And if my queen goes here to protect the knight, yeah. Then Lee wins my rook. Fortunately, Lee missed it and went for g5. Good, I got lucky. From being down by 2.59, now I'm ahead by 0.93. Okay. Again, Lee would have checked from here. Yes, I should have checked first. Yes, now I'm doing the check, so I don't have to worry about my bishop and this combination. To set my knight to c6. Okay, not very accurately. No, I need to first develop my knight. Okay, here block the. Till now the game is very even, I would say. A mistake from me. Great, of course, because otherwise Lee was threatening checkmate. Look at that. This is checkmate, so I had to find a way to stop it, and the only way was that. Of course, I'm not going to place my queen, because then the pawn will take my queen. Lee will take the pawn. I take another one. Till now, the game is more or less even. Great moves is a computer. I didn't like it because Lee could place her rook on d1 and pin my knight on d7, and would like to get out of the spin. But computer thinks it's bad. And in fact, the computer says there was only one good move and you found it. Develops a knight and supposed to center. No, Lee missed a chance. Didn't play well. Now let's see, when did the game started going my way? Till now, it's more or less even. Another great move ahead. Not a good move. Here I'm doing well. Here I'm starting going ahead. Computer doesn't like it. What else? Place a knight instead of the bishop on e2. That's what the computer wants, but every move I'm making, I'm becoming better and better. I'm more than 5. Okay, the 4.9s for a moment. Mate in 12 at move number 43. Took me 17 moves. Good. What is the best? To take the and lose my queen? No. Mate 14, 13, 7. I get fourth. Okay. And that's it as far as lean is concerned. And which is the next spot that we're going to face in the next video? The next one is going to be the next 2000 bot, who is Charles from England, I think. Yep, we'll face Charles with the white pieces. So finally with Lee, my record is I had one win with white and one win with black, but I had one loss with white and two losses with black. But I survived this and we'll continue with Charles. What else? The tournaments, how they're going? A little progress in the Gotham 64. Not Gotham, the grecochess 64, I'm sorry. grecochess 64, where we have 18 games until the end of the first round and more people are advancing. Most groups have been decided. Guy Jordan International from Group 1, F94, actually F1954 Alex from Britain from Group 4, Lelio 69 Italy Group 5, Roberto 3015 Brazil Group 6, TSRA Jaipur from India Group 7, Mr. Hajiv from Azerbaijan Group 8, Petla 68 from Hungary Group 11, Bossi Stand By Me from Italy and at Daniel 97 from the United States, Group 12. Hazel Hurskit from the United States, Group 14. Carlo Guerrero 81 from Italy and Cecily Liu Hobing from China, Group 15. And Gilan from Israel, Group 16. Which groups remain? Not too many. Group 2, Group 3, Group 9, Group 10, and Group 13. 5 groups remain. In the Underlight Moonlight, we still have 1 out of the 30 final games completed, 29 to go. What else? I started publishing some short videos. In fact, exactly one for now. And let's see if I can show it. Yes, I'm going to show it, but one moment. Let me share the screen with you. It's here. This is the first short I created. What exactly is happening? If you want to click on it, the link is here. And I try to put in the description. In this one, I played the puzzle rush for 3 minutes because that's how long the short can last. And since I don't have time to describe every position, I just number the puzzles I have been able to complete, see how many you can do in 3 minutes, try to see if you can do them. I'll try to put more shorts later on with the same thing for now, meaning 3 minutes puzzle rush. Here is the link. That's it for now, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to all the viewers, subscribers, the comments and the likes. Unless anything happens, as I mentioned, we are continuing with the next bot from England, another 2000 rated bot, see what we can do there. I'm Hanilas Aniziris. This is the Greco Chess YouTube channel. To all of you, goodbye.